Right, so this is a Japanese maple. The variety is Osakazuki. Goes really lovely colours in the autumn. Goes redder than this top piece at the top here. So with this tree, we're just going to give it a bit of a trim. Some of the branches are getting a little bit overgrown, so it's just a question of cutting them back and letting a bit more light in to help with the ramification. Really, it's just a question of having a look. Anything that's really long like this can go back into the tree. That's going to be shading that out so we can take that right back. So it's just a question really of going through, having a look what you think, and making a decision and taking them off. It's in no particular style, this tree. It's had a really funny shape at the bottom, so I've carved it to make it look older and more gnarled. It's not a bad little tree, could do with a little bit of improvement, so hopefully by the time we finish this it'll look a little bit better than it is already. So things like this where it's coming out of the trunk, you don't really need those. The overall shape should be triangular, which it pretty well is. It's just a case, I say, up here where you've got the main branch here, this one doesn't really add to the composition, so that can come out. And then again in here, this one is going back in the wrong direction. The top of the tree needs a little bit of refinement, so I'm going to take those two out. Just have that as the leader there. This tiny one in there can come out. So it's just a question of deciding which branches are beneficial to the tree and which ones aren't. Get rid of all the dead pieces. So these on the inside of the branch are not really working. They can come out. That one under there can come off. Just take those two dead pieces off. So that one. So let's take that middle one out. We've got three coming from the same point there. That'll only induce reverse taper, so we don't need that. Right, so that one underneath the branch is coming from the wrong position. Let's just grab the side cutters. Take that off nice and neat. Again, we've got another branch coming out underneath. Which one should we keep? Let's take the top one off because that's better. It's going to let more light in. That one underneath that branch there can come off. Right, so those inside. Those. Let's take that as well. That lets a little bit more light into that position. Don't need that. All right. All those little. This is back budding all over the tree, this one, so take all of those out. They're all in the wrong position. One under there is no good. Take that as well. I've had this tree for probably 20 years, I suppose. I've taken several cuttings from it over the years and increased my stock of trees. It grows really well all year long. It's a nice little tree. Gives you hours of pleasure. Right, those ones under there are only going to be shaded out by the branches above them, so they can come out. That one in the crook can come out. That's given the top a little bit more definition. That can come up as well. Let's take that out. So it's a bit too long. Right, so we want to try and introduce some layers into the canopy as well. You can just go through with a pair of scissors and just chop off anything that's in the wrong position and just do an overall sort of trim. This one needs a little bit more looking at. It's a bit wonky. That's better. Right, so that's that. This area is fairly well congested. Get rid of that dead branch first. Let's take that one out. That one out. From the underside of the branch. That's on the top, that can come out. Right, so these two branches are interfering with each other, so a bit drastic, but the whole of that branch is going to come off. So now that's going to grow towards this way and won't interfere with that. The one in the middle, take that one out. So that now gives us those two to develop to the left. These can come to the right. It's better there. I'll leave that small one for now. I may take it off later. Right, so what have we got here? Same sort of thing. We've got three branches emanating from the main stem. All those ones on the inside are no good. They can come off. Back. Should be able to rub that out. That's it. Right, so let's get rid of that and that. And here, this is going to start to produce inverse taper. So that can come off. Put that in there. Let's do it this way. That's it. So that can come off as well. That's better. Right, so a major branch there. This one's going underneath, so again that's going to be shaved out in time, so time to get rid of that. Let's tidy that up, that's better. So this one, take that off. Snip that leaf, that'll come back. Right, this long one, right in the crook, can come up now. The idea with this pruning is to get more light into the tree, and that will promote back budding as well, and so from there you can decide which direction you want to take the tree. This one, again, being underneath, needs to come off, and there's 3 branches coming from the same spot there, so we'll take that one out. Right, get rid of that as well. Let's trim that back. Take off the larger leaves there. This can be trimmed back. Right, so that's coming out from underneath, that's coming out from on the top. Let's take the underneath out. That's made the top a lot lighter. Right. Is that one? Too many little stubs coming out of there. That's better. Right, so that's. I'll leave that for now. Right, let's work my way down. Let's try this side. Right, so again we've got lots and lots of bifurcated branches. Some are very overgrown. So what do we need? Again, that one is underneath. Take that dead stump. Let's open up that area. So that's underneath. So that one is coming straight down, so that's gone. Let's tidy up that stump. Okay. Right. Right, so this one here. Decisions. Let's take that bottom one out first. That small one. This one's coming down. Yeah, right, that can go right back to there. This one in the middle can come out. Right, so I'm just going to cut some of the larger leaves off, just to see what it's going to look like. Let's just defoliate this area. This must have been facing the sun because all of these leaves on this side of the tree are far bigger than the rest. So I'll just bring that back into proportion by getting rid of the big ones. And that lets us see where the branches are. So that one there is crossing over and interfering. In the middle can come out. So can this one. You've got two there, one on each side. Let's take that off. Right, this area. Right. Get rid of that. That's going back into the tree, that's no good. That's coming out of the bottom. That's got to go. That can go as well. Take those off. Right. So we're going to need to get rid of that large branch. That one's underneath. That can come off. Right, so we've got long internodes on there. So again, cut that back. This one is similar, so we'll take that one off. What have we got left? So take out the large ones. Take that back to there. There's some adventitious buds on there which hopefully will spring out in the right direction. So that's letting a lot more light in already. This branch here is a little bit... I think I have to take the longer section off. That's better. And again, you've got some buds sprouting out all around that area, so you can use those to fill in what we've just taken out. That branch is far too thick compared to the rest of the tree, because that's the apex, so I think it'd be good to take it off. It's going to leave a big scar, but it'll soon heal over. Right, so this area, we've got this one coming from underneath, that can go. Got a long internode there. Let's take the end off first and we'll see what we've got. What have we got there? Right, so we've got quite a few small branches coming from the crotch there. I might just leave those for now, and then when they've grown, that'll give me the option of taking this one off. I've got some buds, but I'll tell you, no, I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm taking that off there because we've got an adventitious bud. Right, so just this area to deal with. That's crossing over. Right, do I need that branch? No, let's take that out. That can come off as well. Right. Again, we've got a fairly straight internode there, but we've got two nice shoots coming up behind it. So we'll take that one out. Take out that one that's right in the back. Get rid of that. These are all going in the wrong direction, really. So again, off. That one's no good. Right, so let's get rid of that big chunk. It's better. This piece here needs to come off. Right, now this section, so let's go into that one. This is a bit of a jumble. I'll take that middle one out. Better. And then we've got this last section here. Again, we've got a straight internode there with buds behind. That can come out. This one, the extension's too long, so that can come off. And we've got this area here where I've taken a branch out before, and as you can see, it puts out loads of buds. So we'll take out the ones on the bottom first. that one can come off. That one's no good. Now, which one should we keep? Just take out that small one and the one at the back, so we'll keep that one. Now, I've got this branch wired down. Let's see if it's done its business. Yep, that hasn't moved. That's okay. Same with this one, it's just hooked over the branch. That way helps to prevent wire scarring, so that's okay. Let's take that out. And this one, well, that came up a bit. So let's just have a quick look, see what we think. So it's opened up the tree completely. You can see the trunk line, which is good. That's not so bad. Just need to tidy that top piece up. I'll cut that big branch. Pieces. Big branch there. Something like that. These knob cutters are really good for trimming up the stubs. Better than the side cutters for that job. Do leave a nice clean cut. So I'm going to go and put some wound sealant on those big wounds in a minute. Let's just get that out from there if I can. It's better. Right, so let's clean up all of those ends. One there is still a bit right. Right, so I think if I bring that around there a little bit, it's going to stop it interfering with that branch. It's a bit too stiff to move, so I'll leave it. So we'll bring that one around, just fill in that space a little bit. Is that long enough? No. You can just anchor it. So we'll take this piece out, put a new piece in. That should do. Just give it a twist down there. Find the position, just brace it. Probably a bit low. Oops, didn't want to do that. Alright. Alright, so that one looks a little bit too long. That can come off. Take those off. That one. And that one. Right, so there's plenty of buds on there which will break in the next couple of weeks. This one, yeah, we'll leave that for now. We might need a branch going there. These two, not sure about those two, but we'll leave them on for now. It's always better to leave them and come back another day, let them grow and see what they do. Right, so that's the maple finished for now. There's not a lot else I want to do with it. So we've had a big thunderstorm the last couple of days and it's made the soil really wet, so I can't do any root work with it. Next year I might put it into a proper bonsai pot and we'll see how it develops from there. Thanks very much.